to it. It's so good to be back home in my space. If you were here last summer before I went back to college and before that, you know this is like my OG spot. So I'm happy to be back, except I'm not fully back. I still have to like move in and bring all my stuff, like my YouTube plaque that's normally there. It's feeling a little empty. But I'm just so excited to be here and back in my little filming area. And we're here all summer, ladies and gents, so be excited for all the content. But hey, we're going over what is on my iPod today and how I use it for productivity. I will talk about my iPad productivity tips at the end of the video, so get excited. This iPad in particular is the iPad Air. It's the 5th generation that just came out a month ago, and I have it in the pretty little pink color. Super cute. And then I have the Apple Pencil 2nd generation. I mainly use my iPad, honestly, to keep myself productive, not even in only the school aspect, but I do take it to class to take notes sometimes. Also, thank you Paperlike for sponsoring this video. We'll talk about them a little later, but I do love Paperlike and you guys know that. Okay, so let's get started. So here is my lock screen. It's cute. I think this collage is actually on my website if you guys are interested in downloading that to twin with me. It's just juliakchrist.com. It's a cute little collage for the spring and summer. Then I have my wallpaper, and here's what you see at first. But I have it all decked out in this cute little stuff for iPad OS 15 with all my little covers and everything. So this is the main page, and on it we have the Notes app, clock, photos. My photos on my iPad are always so fun just because I have all these fun little graphics all the time. Calendar, camera. Then I have this little folder with all the stars, and that's just more of your basic apps that I didn't want to necessarily delete, but I didn't want them all out there. Settings, and then we get into Notability and Good Notes, and here's where it gets so fun. So first we have Notability, and I've talked about this a couple times, but this is what I use to take my notes for class on. So here's what you can see. I have like a little palette of all my colors that I like to use just to keep my notes all cohesive. It's so fun. And then you can actually change like the type of paper that you have. So all those different you can even like plan out basketball. That's funny. Goal tracker. That's exciting. I'll have to play around with that one. But yeah, there's just so many things you can do on this app, and you can keep them in different folders. So like there's my spring 21 semester, my fall of 2020. You can see some classes I obviously take notes in and other ones I don't have to. But yeah, so I just overall love that app. It's so fun and really helpful when it comes to like signing documents too. The next is Good Notes, which is very similar. Lots of time people go with one or the other, but I personally use them both for different things. So I have Notability for my school, and that's where I like to take notes because it's just easier organization in my mind for me. And then I use Good Notes for literally everything else. So I have a whole folder just dedicated to to-do lists. I'll show you all of my different notebooks. So there's the one for to-do lists right here. And then I have a wedding one where I kind of keep track of literally everything like that. All these fun ones. So you can actually buy different planners off of Etsy and get those on there. So I have like a financial planner, so it'll help track money and all that. I honestly haven't used it. I thought I was going to, but I just decided to wing it with my financials. Then I have one. This is actually what I use to first plan out a lot of my YouTube stuff. So it's so fun to actually go back and look at all my pages because I'm like, oh, that's when I was first starting videos. How fun is that? Like all of my merch ideas, how cute. Here are like my literal first ever video ideas and video requests when I first started my channel. Look at how fun. Like if you go back and look at MacBook organization and day in my life in quarantine, like throwback in quarantine, ways to customize your iPad, like even just like going back and looking at those and reminding myself of all those videos that blew up. How exciting is that? Love it. Okay, so I love that one. Then this one is also one that I bought. So we can go ahead and go to May. And then there's the whole calendar. I obviously haven't updated it this month. And then we'll click on today's date. I don't even know what today is. Right now it's the 8th that we're filming this. I'm actually going to Greece. I'll probably be there when this video posts. So I was filming it in advance. Hope you enjoy. So here's like my day. Actually, I'm going to plan out my day tomorrow because I have a busy day tomorrow. So then I open up all my pens. I have my colors saved here too. So I need to pack for Greece. Get nails done. Edited. So as you can see, you can plan and then you can like really like go into a whole time block right there, but I'm not gonna do that for this day in particular because it's all stuff that doesn't have to be done at a certain time. But it's just so helpful, so fun. I do love this one. It's by Creating with Lucy, I believe is her name. She's awesome. She makes all these cute pages in her planners. So there's extra pages and then you can find all her cute stickers that you can use for your planner. I just love it so much. So you can have those and then you can also have like folders, as you can see, where I tried to keep my books for school. I ended up only having one, but you could keep them all in there. I personally just love to make to-do lists and like write down any notes or anything right here. Just planning stuff out whenever I need on this app. It's my favorite. So highly recommend GoodNotes. Next we have Notion there, and then more apps that I just put a cute little emoji on, like just your basic apps. I honestly don't use many of these very much. If I didn't have a laptop and I was solely using my iPad, I would definitely use these a lot more, but just because I have my laptop and I already have it all logged in on there, I use it on that. But it's definitely doable, obviously, because the apps exist. Cute widget, and then we have Canvas, which is my school thing, but it's summer, so don't have to worry about this anymore. Goodbye. And then I have Safari down here. How nice. It's all customized now. You can do that. And then we have my music app sometimes because it's fun to listen to music off the iPad. Before we go on to the next page, I did want to quickly stop and talk about Paperlike screen protectors, which are sponsoring today's video. You guys know I love Paperlike. Honestly, I think they were one of my first ever sponsors and I just love them so much. Had their screen protectors on my iPad for like 2 years now, so I love it and I'm just never going back to anything else. If you don't know what it is, basically it is a screen protector that feels and sounds like you're writing on paper whenever you're writing on it. Here's an example. Yeah, I could listen to that all day. But you also end up getting more control over your Apple Pencil whenever you're writing, sketching, or drawing just because of the resistance on the iPad screen. Makes the Apple Pencil so much more enjoyable. I personally, honestly hate writing on it without my Paperlike protector. It just almost gives me the ick. It can also help make your handwriting look nicer on your iPad. It drastically reduces the glare and fingerprints on your iPad screen as well. It is still friendly to the Apple Pencil tip compared to other protectors. They also give a 100% satisfaction or money back guarantee within the first 100 days, which is really nice. Well, yeah, I personally love this. I think it's definitely a necessity when it comes to your iPad. So if you're interested in purchasing one and twinning with me, you can head down to the description and I will have the link to this Paperlike protector there for you. Okay, so now on to the next page. Here it is. This is kind of just my fun, crazy page where I didn't make it all pretty. I got a little tired of that. So first we have Procreate, which is a really fun app where you can draw things. Sarah, my sister, just used it to make a thumbnail for her YouTube video. I also use it sometimes for my thumbnails. I do little drawings, so here's one of my Instagram pictures that I did. Made a little drawing of my dog. I like to make little graphics for like your MacBook folder icons. Those are all on my website. So all that I make on this app called Procreate. It's so fun. There's so many different brushes that you can use, chalk, all these different things. And then you can have all these different colors and palettes that you like. It's just overall, honestly, kind of like a stress reliever. Just getting to make things. Then Widgetsmith for widgets. And then Gmail. Sorry about that, my camera died. So then we have Instagram, another cute little widget. Then we have Trello. This is a really fun app. It almost gives the same vibes as Notion. So if you have Notion already, you don't need it. But it's just like a nice little app to lay out to-do lists, basically. Then YouTube. You guys already know, obviously you're on the app right now. Etsy, because I sell my own presets and other things on Etsy. Canva. I use Canva so much. I love all the fun templates that they have. I made my lock screen collage on here. How fun. They also just have so many other templates of things that you can do. So it's very fun to play around with. Then I have my favorite app, Zen Flip Clock, which I'll show you right now, but I talk about it in how I use my iPad to be productive. Look how cute. I use it just to set up in the background sometimes of my videos or whenever I'm studying and doing something. Google Drive, Apple Store, Pinterest. How fun, my Pinterest. Go follow me if you don't. Shortcuts. I don't know why that's on there. We're gonna remove that. And then the Mail app. And then I also have this little to-do list widget up here where it's just on your reminders. You make like a to-do list and then you can type in whatever you want. Sound, film, video, woohoo. and then you can check it off. So I already did that newspaper, so there we go. Super fun. And then in all of these folders, we have a lot. Recently added, there you go, you can get a look. I like to watch TV sometimes on my iPad, so I have the Fubo app for that. It's what my family uses. Here's for productivity and finance, all those apps, you can see them. They're pretty self-explanatory. You guys know those. Creativity, pretty fun, basic. Other, I already talked about all those. I do like to get on Zillow sometimes and look up different houses, like if I'm out about walking, like especially when I'm in California, I like to just go and get on the app real quick and like look at how much all the houses are around me. Utilities, yep, your basic apps. Oh, social has all those. Entertainment, all of our streaming apps, all that good stuff. I don't use too much on here. I do watch Netflix and stuff occasionally, but not too much. Games, oh yeah, I honestly haven't used this for games lately, but I do remember this game is really fun. It's like a coloring book. Yeah, we'll draw a tiger. So you have to go around. Holy moly. And you have to tap of the spots that it wants you to. So it's kind of relaxing, kind of not. Depends on the type of person you are. I'm too impatient for that. But it's kind of fun if you ever need a stress relieving activity. And then the shopping apps are down there. And that is pretty much it that's on the iPad itself. Again, I mostly use it for Notability and Good Notes down there and Procreate. Now, I did want to talk really quickly on how I use my iPad for productivity. I have a little Good Notes here with my information. As I mentioned, I do use it mostly to make to-do lists and just like almost like brain dump whenever I need to. I do that on the Good Notes app. As you can see, I plan out almost all my videos on here. So we have our finals to-do list, things to do before Greece, a Thursday to-do list, a spring cleaning to-do list, literally anything you can think of, all that. But it seriously helps me so much, and what's really nice is that I can actually get the Good Notes app on my phone so that this will all sync to my phone. So let's say I'm in the middle of my busy day and I was running an errand and I don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing next, but I know that I need to be on top of it so I don't get distracted. I can just pull this up on my phone and look at my to-do list that I made on my iPad. So overall, just so nice. You can actually also get Good Notes on your laptop and you can sync it across there. So if you are taking notes in class, same with Notability, those notes will sync to your laptop for if you need to do homework or something. The next thing that helps me be productive with my iPad is the Zen Flip clock that I was talking about. I like to just put it up and then set it back there whenever I'm about to do homework, and just like keeps the time there, make sure that I'm staying on task, not getting distracted and wasting too much time. Has that mode. It can also go to different hours, and then I think you can also change it to like a different color scheme if you really want. And then the last thing that I have on here is for using it to take notes for school, because you know that's productive. It's super helpful to get all that done, but I just gave you that spiel on how it already helps because it transfers. So that's mostly it. Honestly, I don't use my iPad as much as I wish I would, but I do really use it a lot for other things, especially YouTube work and just being creative. I think it's definitely a fun creative outlet for sure. So yeah, if you have any questions about the iPad, let me know down below. I'm super happy to be home and filming again in our spot. This just feels so back to normal and fun. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.